Now, without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce you to our speakers today. Emily Dale is the Immerse Learning Strategist on SweetRush Experimental Reality team. She has a combination of expertise in product development, experimental technology, and learning science. Danny Silver is a solutions architect on SweetRush's XR team. She spends her time helping clients dream up ways to use immersive technology to elevate learning and engage their learners in new and exciting ways. And Tiffany Novisky is senior learner evangelist at SweetRush, where she has the pleasure of shining a light on leading edge learning strategies powered by AI, immersive technologies, and learner-centered design. So ladies, please take it away.
Okay, folks, thank you so much for joining us today. Our goal is to show you what is possible with AI and encourage you to capture the carpe diem moment for L&D. We will be showcasing no fewer than 7 AI-powered projects. So rapid fire is about right. Okay, good. You can see my screen now. Wonderful. Okay, so moving on. If you're not familiar with SweetRush, we are fully remote since 2009. We launched in 2001. We focus exclusively on people-centered services such as custom learning, emerging technologies, L&D staff augmentation, and applying our craft to serve nonprofits who do good things in the world. We are honored to receive numerous industry awards for the solutions we develop with our amazing client partners. And we are, of course, extremely honored to receive several awards from our host training industry for custom content, experiential learning, and staffing. Whoops. We are going to show you what's possible in 3 key areas today in the short time we have. We will pause after each one and answer a couple of questions. Any questions we don't get to live, we will address in a follow-up Q&A article, which we will share with you. So please keep the curiosity coming. And now I will hand things over to Danny to kick us off.
All right, thank you, Tiffany. So we're passionate about innovation and using technology to truly elevate learning experiences. We've been early adopters of AI, using it to improve our own processes and also create cutting-edge solutions for our clients. Our work as it relates to AI can be divided into these 3 distinct categories. So AI-driven learning experiences. Here we're using AI to create highly personalized, adaptive, and innovative solutions tailored to each learner. AI workflows and research. Here we're leveraging AI to streamline our internal processes for improved efficiency and productivity, while also conducting research to continually evaluate the accuracy and effectiveness of our AI-powered solutions. And finally, we leverage our expertise to empower our client partners. We collaborate with them to develop cutting-edge AI training programs that equip their workforce with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in the age of AI. And so with that, let's jump in and show you some of the work that we're doing in each of these categories. Starting with our AI-driven learning experiences. So here we're actually integrating AI into our solutions and are able to truly revolutionize the way that people learn and grow in their roles. So to showcase this, let's take a look at a project that we recently launched for the Hilton Hotel Group. So Hilton's HEART problem resolution methodology is a key part of their guest service culture. The HEART acronym guides Hilton team members to hear, empathize, apologize, resolve, and thank guests whenever they're presented with issues. So take a moment and imagine that you're working at a hotel and a guest comes to you with a problem. It can be challenging to know what to do in real time, particularly when a guest is unhappy. So the question was, how do we design a learning experience that assesses this methodology while giving team members opportunities to truly practice and perfect their problem resolution skills? Our solution was to combine AI, voice-to-speech technology, and web-based virtual reality into an immersive experience which allows Hilton team members to put their HEART skills to the test in realistic scenarios. So in August of last year, we had the opportunity to launch these experiences at Hilton's All Suites and Focus Service Conference, in which 10,000 general managers and commercial sales leaders from across the Americas were in attendance. And so here is a 2-minute video from that conference of our user going through one of the experiences. There should be sound. Yep.
You have to do something about the air conditioning unit in my room. It rattled all night. I tried adjusting the temperature, changing the fan setting, nothing. I didn't get any sleep.
Ms. Cato is very unhappy and exhausted. What will you say to her?
I hear you that the air conditioning and fan were running in your room all night. I understand how frustrating this must be because, of course, you're expecting to have a good night's sleep in our hotel. I sincerely apologize that this happened. I'm very sorry. I'd love to make this right for you. Can I offer you a free voucher for the restaurant to dine with us today? And I'll also send technical support up to your room, maintenance up to your room right away to fix the issue. Thank you so much for bringing this to my attention. I really appreciate it.
You did a good job hearing the guest's problem by repeating it back to them. You showed empathy by acknowledging the guest's frustration over the lack of sleep. You apologized sincerely for the inconvenience caused. Do not offer free vouchers or discounts greater than 50% off. Focus on resolving the issue by sending maintenance and ensuring the guest is moved to a new room. You thanked the guest appropriately for bringing this issue to your attention.
So you'll notice there how voice detection technology really allows learners to interact with avatars using their own voices and their own words. No multiple choice options or canned responses, only the learner's intuition. And this creates realistic and authentic scenarios that encourage deep practice. An AI feedback tool delivers personalized guidance to each and every learner based on their responses. This approach not only empowers Hilton team members to master their guest resolution skills, but it also showcases the transformative potential of AI-driven learning experiences. Onto the next slide there. A bonus feature of this project is that thanks to WebXR technology, the scenarios can be accessed via a desktop computer, just as we saw in the demo video, or if learners have VR headsets, they can launch the more immersive version of the experience and find themselves in a fully 360-degree hotel environment. We've also developed an LMS integration tool, which allows learners to seamlessly access these experiences, either desktop or VR, directly from their organization's LMS. So we're finally able to create adaptive and immersive content that is scalable to the entire enterprise, and that is incredibly exciting. This next example is another great way that Hilton is using AI in their learning experiences. This year, Hilton upgraded to a real-time guest messaging platform to enhance their guest interactions. So we partnered with them to create a learning experience that included interactive modules, group activities, and a key component, this AI-powered simulation. The sim offers Hilton team members a safe and effective way to practice using the new messaging tool, hone their communication skills, troubleshoot common scenarios, and really gain the confidence they need to deliver exceptional guest service in real-time interactions. So learners type their responses to guest inquiries just as they would in the real world, and they receive immediate feedback from the AI, helping them to identify their areas for improvement and master the nuances of communication. In this next example, we're partnering with a global food and beverage company to create an immersive conversation simulation where company leaders are able to practice their human-centric coaching skills. Again, through VR, AI, and voice recognition technology, we're able to create dynamic training scenarios where learners engage in authentic back-and-forth dialogue with real-time animated avatars. Through interactive scenarios and specialized mini-games, leaders enhance their ability to ask insightful questions, build rapport, and read nonverbal cues. And a variety of feedback mechanisms, including AI and natural language technologies, provide highly personalized guidance tailored to their intent, word choice, and their tone, because what you say is sometimes just as important as how you say it. And we're always exploring and prototyping ways to enhance the realism and effectiveness of our immersive experiences. As part of an exciting research effort, we've joined the NVIDIA ACE program. So ACE, or Avatar Cloud Engine, is a suite of cloud-based microservices and tools that leverages generative AI models to create lifelike, interactive digital humans and AI characters. We're particularly excited about several key features of ACE. So natural interactions. Through advanced speech synthesis technology, we're able to convert text into natural sounding speech, giving AI characters realistic voices that enhance the immersive experience. Personalized learning. So natural language processing capabilities allow these AI characters to understand and respond to human language in a more contextual and meaningful way, allowing us to create truly personalized learning experiences. These are scalable solutions. So ACE's cloud-based architecture is designed that the solutions are scalable and accessible. So as part of our research efforts, we're also experimenting with integrating ACE into authoring tools like Adapt and Storyline. Emotional connection. Here, facial animation technology brings AI characters to life by animating their expressions based on emotions and speech. And lastly, reduced cognitive load. Research has shown that natural conversation reduces cognitive load compared to traditional text-based interactions. So by leveraging the power of these features, we're really working to push the boundaries of what's possible in immersive learning experiences. And we're so excited for the potential that these tools can unlock. And to wrap up this section, I'll leave you with this takeaway. Finally, the age of personalized and adaptive learning experiences has arrived, thanks to natural language processing technology, authentic voice-driven avatar interactions, and innovative data systems. With that, I'll hand it over to Tiffany. I think we'll be taking a question or two here.
Yeah, thanks, Danny. We have a couple coming in. I'm going to just kind of aggregate these. So we have a couple of folks from different industries here, and they're interested in the sorts of learning and skilling objectives that would be conducive to AI-driven experiences.
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say that any learning objective that's more performative or performance-oriented or requires adaptive behavior in the moment, those are the kinds of learning objectives that lend themselves really well to AI-powered experiences. For example, the NLP conversation simulation that we showed, those experiences are perfect for any conversational use case or any scenario where learners need to use natural language to engage with people, maybe customer service skills, leadership, coaching, having difficult conversations. Those all lend themselves really well.
Wonderful, thank you. We've got another question coming in asking what sort of programs we use. So do we use any particular AI solution?
So we're technology agnostic at SweetRush, and so we're able to adapt our solutions based on the unique needs and organizational context of our clients. So we've successfully integrated both Claude by Anthropic and ChatGPT into our solutions, and we have an AI team that's dedicated to research and development so that we're confident that we're always selecting the right tools for each and every project.
Wonderful. Okay, I'm seeing a few more coming in, but I do want to be sensitive to time because we have 2 more areas to come in. Remember, please keep them coming. We will follow up with you in a Q&A article, so we will get to everything, just maybe not online. Thank you so much, Danny. I believe I'm going to hand it over to Emily next.
Okay, thanks, Tiffany. So we're now going to get into how we use AI to support our learning design and development workflows. And I think more importantly, how we maintain and evolve our human-centered design process in the age of AI and increasing automation. So when it comes to using AI for production efficiencies, right now we're actively involved on a UI UX professional certification course for Coursera, where we're leveraging a custom-built LLM, large language model, to generate video scripts, readings, and assessments for the course. So that LLM is really fine-tuned to reflect Coursera's brand and tone and their unique learning standards. And that involved a pretty robust prompt engineering system to ensure content alignment and copyright traceability as well. And harking back to human-centered design and learner-centered design, UI UX experts were critical. They provided critical input for the quality and accuracy of the content. So this project really represents a nice marriage of AI and human contributions in a production process. Okay, so we worked with Arup, a large architecture and engineering firm, and Harvard University to envision a classroom of the future for the liberal arts school. And we conducted empathy interviews, which we always do, with students and faculty that had varying levels of ability and different attitudes towards classroom technology. But this time we used an AI-powered video transcription and insights platform to record and analyze the interviews that enabled this great tagging system you can see there with all sorts of tags on adult learning theory, course content, modular classroom design. There was over 100 themes. And that AI codification process allowed us to create a video presentation to the board of directors of the liberal arts school, crafted from those interview snippets, and also data visualizations that charted out the faculty's capabilities and attitudes towards new technology. So all of that really informed the master planning and design process for ARUP. It's just showing it's a nice example for using AI for the learner interview and the analysis process and that phase to better inform decision making and overall the program design ultimately. So next slide here. Oh, just back one. So we're very research driven when it comes to AI. Alongside the Hilton projects that Danny showed earlier, we conducted a pilot study that compared AI and human coaching, asking questions like research questions like, how does an AI evaluation of learners applying a service recovery model that's called HEART, like Danny explained, compare to human evaluation? Or how can we be sure that AI is providing correct enough feedback to learners to be comfortable for the client to deploy that solution at scale? And we found that, in fact, there were significant discrepancies between human and LLM assessments, and that it really affirmed the importance of refining AI capabilities with human judgment as a benchmark throughout the whole process. So not just wholesale automating for efficiency and scalability, which is happening across industries right now with AI, but really being mindful about what are those human benchmarks. So we're advocating for these studies to accompany all of our AI projects so that we're really walking the talk when it comes to human-centered design, learner-centered design, making sure AI is enhancing, not replacing human insights in L&D. So we're following similar principles with our internal workflows as well, not just the client projects. Alan Turing, most of you might know, was a pioneer of computer science and AI, and he proposed a Turing test to assess machine intelligence in the 1950s. We conduct similar internal Turing tests, we call them Turing Test 2.0, where we compare human and AI-generated responses to find out when and why and how we can really use AI to support our workflows and when human insight and capability and sensibilities are really crucial to our craft. So the ultimate goal is to not be foolhardy with AI's power and work towards really enhancing and evolving human expertise as technology accelerates and develops. So the takeaway from this section is AI is a powerful tool for enhancing learning, but human validation and ethical considerations remain crucial for quality assurance and accuracy. So, any questions about AI workflows and research, Tiffany?
Yeah, actually, we had one just come in. We've got some curiosity around Turing tests. Somebody's wondering what we are discovering from those.
Sure. So we're in the middle of analyzing the results from the first one. It's around SME interviews with an LLM-based SME and then human SMEs. And we have several more plans, all kind of rooted in the ADDIE process. But so far, we're finding, for instance, that AI uses kind of artificial or corny phrases that our judges identified as inauthentic. And also the lived experiences and stories told by humans in the interviews are actually distinguishable from the AI made up stories, maybe in kind of a truth is stranger than fiction sort of way. So we don't have all the meta themes because we haven't done the full analysis to get all those patterns, but we will in the coming weeks, and we're going to be writing a paper on each Turing study that we conduct.
Wonderful. Thank you. There are more, again, referring back to the Q&A article that is upcoming. I just want to be super time sensitive so we get to this third area. Thank you, Emily, and thanks to folks who are keeping the questions coming.
All right, I'll jump back in here. So in our last section, we'll explore how we are leveraging our AI content expertise to empower our client partners and really try to demystify the world of AI as it relates to the L&D industry. So in this next project, on the next slide there, Tiff, thank you. In this project, we collaborated with an online retail company to create an e-learning experience for their sales and marketing teams, focusing on the ethical and responsible use of generative AI. So through nuanced scenarios, learners explore complex AI ethics and bias mitigation strategies. The program offers practical guidance, equipping teams to navigate ethical dilemmas and gray areas in the application of AI. And by fostering a deeper understanding of responsible AI practices, the goal of this training is really to empower employees to leverage AI ethically, enhancing both the company's integrity and consumer trust. As we all know, AI has arrived and it is revolutionizing every industry with its impact being felt in every role. I'm sure each of you here today have your own feelings about AI, whether you're excited about its potential, nervous about its impact, or curious about the possibilities. This technology is impacting every client we work with, and they're looking to us for guidance on how to adapt. That's why we've created this comprehensive AI workshop that breaks down the fundamentals. So what is AI? How can I use it ethically and securely? How do I write a prompt? How do I evaluate that prompt's accuracy? How can I leverage AI for transformative learning experiences? Our workshop experience tackles these questions and more. And if this experience is of interest to you or your team, please reach out and we'd really be delighted to customize it based on your needs. And as you've seen today, we're doing a lot of exciting projects with our clients, but also many of our clients need AI expertise internally. And we've been helping those clients by supplying them with great talent. So as it says here on the slide, if you do need talent, we can definitely help. And our final takeaway that we'll leave you with today is this. A successful AI-powered solution requires a holistic approach, robust security infrastructure, thoughtful data practices, strategic prompt engineering, and human-centered learning design. And trust, of course, as we enter this emerging world together. And back over to Tiffany to see if there are any questions. I know we're really powered through a lot of content there, so I'm glad we have a few minutes left.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, we've got somebody wondering about how the Inclusive AI project, I believe it was the first one that you shared, Danny, supported behavior change in the use of generative AI.
Yeah, so for this, we really relied on audience insights. We do a lot of empathy work as part of our analysis process with every project. And what we discovered here is that the issue that we were solving for through the training went beyond just absorbing knowledge. It was beyond just needing to know what to do. It was about really overcoming uncertainty about new technology. So a lot of people simply didn't trust and they were hesitant to use it. And secondly, we were giving them really complex things to look for in the results that their generative AI apps were producing. For example, DE&I concerns or inaccurate or even plagiarized references. And we needed to break down these complex critical thinking skills into smaller, more manageable habits that would help build confidence and motivate learners who were hesitant to put what they'd learned into action.
Good, thank you. I believe this might be in reference to a previous section, but someone is curious about how we train our AI models. For example, the Hilton Heart experience.
Emily, do you want to speak to that one? So training the models, RAG models, all the instructional design work that goes into it.
Yeah. So for that one, we are tracking the learner's strategic intent. So whether or not their intent matches each step of that heart model that Danny described, where there's empathizing, providing an answer, hearing them out. So we figured out what are the appropriate solutions to offer for each of those steps. And then how can we track whether the learner's intent is correct for each of those? And in future iterations of the project, we're going to be tracking also their word choice. So that's called syntactical analysis, and whether they're using the correct phrases and words for each of the steps, and eventually their sentiment as well and their tone. And we used a RAG model to catalog all of the client's data around the heart model to basically increasingly honor the learner's context so that the RAG model sort of gets smarter throughout the process, the AI gets smarter, and then can deliver more contextual feedback to them. We don't have our tech experts on the call to further explain that, but basically it's around increasingly honoring a learner's context and what they're asking to create more personalized experience.
Got it. Thank you for that.
I would add there that it's a really exciting moment for learning experience designers or instructional designers in particular, and just to see the evolution of that role. So instead of, scripting or writing out the scenarios and conceiving the branching scenarios that they would typically do, they're now using all of that knowledge to instead train that AI model. So as Emily mentioned, they're adding context. In the Hilton example, where they're adding for every letter of the heart model, the hear, empathize, apologize, resolve, thank. They're giving good examples of what that looks like, bad examples of what that looks like. So we're really giving as much context and feedback to the AI so that when they're analyzing learner responses, it's able to pull from what is an acceptable response, what is against Hilton policy. So we're, the more information we can feed it, the more accurate that response then becomes. And then fine tuning it with things like, how do we really assess empathy? Again, those are so nuanced. So it's really about making sure that we're giving it parameters and examples to help contextualize that.
Thank you both. That was a very thorough answer. Appreciate that. Okay, folks. Well, the time is drawing to a close, but if you've been enjoying today's discussion and would like to take a deeper dive with us, we would love to gift you an advanced copy of our Gen AI playbook. We will be releasing that on August 13th, and we will make sure to drop you a note and a link when that is available. And now it truly is getting to the end of our time. We want to thank you so much for joining us in this rapid fire journey. I know we've covered a lot and we didn't get to all of your questions, so we will be answering those in a follow-up Q&A article very, very soon. If you don't want to wait, we invite you to reach out to us in the meantime. We are all super passionate about the intersection of learning and advanced technology, and we would love to continue the conversation. I'm just dropping our LinkedIn links into chat so that you don't have to retype those. So we would really love to connect with you on LinkedIn, by email, whatever works for you. And it's been lovely to have you. Thank you so much. I'm going to stop sharing now and wish you a great day.